Hello class 4, welcome back to maths class. Today in this class we are going to learn multiplication. As you know that we have covered addition and subtraction from fraction chapter. So we have left with one more topic, that is multiplication of fractions. So we are going to learn multiplication of fraction in this video. Before we start the topic, let us learn what are the properties of multiplication. As you have learned in earlier classes, the properties of multiplication, when you change the order of multiplicants and multiplier, the answer remains the same, the product remains the same. So here also you can see the properties of multiplication. Changing the order of fractional numbers does not change the product. So this is the question: 1 by 2 into 3 by 7 into 5 by 9. If you change the order of these fractions, so what you will find, you will see that the product remains the same in both the cases. Okay. So there is no change in the product if you change the order of the fractional numbers. Now second point, the product of a fraction and 1. Suppose there is one fraction, let's take 5 by 6 and multiplied by 1. So whenever a fraction is multiplied by 1, the product remains the fraction itself. Okay, there is no change in the product. Then the third property says the product of a fraction and 0. Say let's take the same fraction 5 by 6. If it is multiplied by 0, then what will be the product? The product will be 0. So these properties are not new to you. You have learned the same properties in class 3 as well when you are doing multiplication chapter. Okay, I hope now the properties are clear to you. Now we will be doing some sums. Okay, so now you can see here, multiply 5 by 28 into 7 by 1. Now first and the foremost thing, I'll show you here how to do. Let us write the question first over here. It is A, question number A, 5 by 28 multiplied by 7. It's written like that. Now I have already taught you that if there is only 7 which is in numerator, so for your convenience you can write denominator, like giving one bar here, and just down you can write the denominator 1. So the value remains the same. So let us do this. 5 by 28 multiplied by 7 by 1. Now 5 by 28 means what? What is the meaning of 5 by 28? 5 by 28 means 5, the whole number 5 is divided into 28 parts. Okay, so numerator can be divided by denominator. Numerator can be divided by the denominator. Here also cross division we can do. This is also this is a denominator and this is a numerator. So this can be cancelled. This can be like we can divide. And same here we can do division from a numerator by a denominator, or by denominator by a numerator. Generally we divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay. So over here you can see, and what happens to the numerator and numerator? These 5 and 7 are numerator place, 28 and 1 is in numerator place. So they will be multiplied. Okay. So we will not divide numerator and numerator or denominator and denominator. In that case we have to always multiply. So look here. You can see 7 and 28 can be divided by 7. So when you divide 7 if you divide 7 by 7, then the quotient becomes 1. And if you divide 28 by 7, the quotient becomes 4. Okay. And if you divide 5 by 1, so what will happen? Any number which is divisible by 1, the number remains the same. The quotient remains the same, or the number itself. Like 5 is divided by 1. So it will be 5 only. So there is no need of dividing this. Now what are we left with? 5 on the numerator side and 4 in the denominator side. Over here 1 on the numerator side and 1 in the denominator side. Now as I told you, we cannot further divide this. Okay, these are in the lowest term. So once we have brought the fractions into the lowest term, then what we have to do? We have to multiply the numerators and denominators. So 5 ones are 5 and 4 ones are 4. Now look here, this is what kind of fraction? This is improper fraction. So what we have to do? We have to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. So when we convert this into mixed fraction, so you get answer like this: 1 whole 1 by 4. Now I know how to do, I can mentally do this, but then you have to show the workout, like 5 here and 4 here. Okay, 5 is divided by 4, so we'll take one time, subtract, and remainder is 1. So you know how to arrange into mixed fraction. 1 whole 1 by 4. So your final answer is 1 whole 1 by 4. So finally you can write 1 whole 1 by 4 is the answer for question number A. Now in the similar manner, here we are multiplying one fraction with one whole number. Now we will multiply 3 fractions. Okay, now see here, number B, 20 by 21 multiplied by 7 by 10 multiplied by 1 by 2. Now what we have to do? First and the foremost thing, we have to see that we need to simplify it. Simplify means we have to check whether any numerator is divisible by any of the denominator or not. Okay, so that first we have to check. So you will see here, I am writing this question over here again. 20 by 21 multiplied by 7 by 10 multiplied by 1 by 2. Now you can see 10 and 20 both can be divisible by what? Which number? 10. You can directly take by 10. Okay, and if you want to go by smaller number, that also you can do. But since you know that 10 twos are 20, so I can divide directly. 10 ones are 10. So what are we doing? We are dividing both numerator and denominator by the same number. So I am dividing by 10. 10 ones are 10 and over here 10 twos are 20. Okay. Now you can see here, this is in numerator and this 2 is in denominator. So as I said, numerator can be divisible by denominator. So here also 2 and 2 we can cancel. 2 ones are 2 and here 2 ones are 2. Okay. Now is there any other number which can be divisible? Yes. We can see here 7 and 21 is also divisible, because in 7's table 21 comes at 3 times. So we can divide both this numerator and denominator. So we'll write here 7 threes are and 7 ones are. Now see what are the numerators left and what are the denominators left. So from this fraction, if we see, numerator is 1 and denominator is 3. Then from this fraction, numerator is 1 and denominator is 1. And from this fraction again, numerator is 1 and denominator is 1. Okay. I hope you can see now clearly. Alright. Now what we are going to do, as I said, that once we have brought into lowest term, reduced or simplified, then we will multiply all the numerators and all the denominators. So 1 into 1 into 1 is 1. 3 into 1 is 3. Again 3 into 1 is 3. So the answer is 1 by 3. Okay, I hope it is clear to you how to do. See, first we have to simplify all this. Simplify means what? We have to divide. We have to see that if any like numerator is divisible by denominator or not. So once we simplify it, or in other word you can see, once we bring it into lowest term, then what we can do is we can easily you know all the numerators we will multiply and all the denominators we will multiply. All right, now next one, question number, let us take one question of F, because over here we can see in question number F you see there is one mixed fraction also and one zero also. Okay, now how to do? See, for this we can directly write 0. Why? Because we know from the property that any fraction which is multiplied by 0, the product is 0 directly. So we need not to do any calculation, but still I will show you, and I will also show number G. Okay, so let us do number F first. Let's write the question here. Number F. 4 by 5 multiplied by 1 whole 6 by 7 multiplied by 0. This is your question. So what are you going to do? First and the foremost thing, first you change this mixed fraction into improper fraction. 4 by 5 is already in proper fraction, nothing to do with this. Then this we are going to change into improper fraction. So 7 into 1, 7 plus 6 is 13 by 7 multiplied by 0. Okay, so can you divide any of these numbers? Like 4 by 5 cannot be divisible, 13 by 7 cannot be divisible. This is like what to say, prime numbers. Okay, so it cannot be divisible. It can be only divisible by the number itself. So finally, if we multiply also this and this, like say 13 fours are how much? 13 fours are 52. 5 sevens are 35 multiplied by 0. So we know that any number multiplied by 0, answer is 0. Okay, the product is 0. Look here. Okay, can you see that? So product is 0. I showed you so many steps. Why? Because it was not needed. You can directly say the answer will be 0. Why? Because we know from the property that any fractional number multiplied by 0 is 0, then the product will be 0 only. All right, then next one, question number G. Now look here, question number G is little complicated one, but you have to keep patience and do it. 1 by 4, 2 whole 1 by 2 multiplied by 4 by 5 multiplied by 3, 1 by 2 multiplied by 4 by 5. This is your question. Look here. Okay, now let us do this. So first and foremost thing, we will change all the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Into 5 by 2, 4 by 5, then 7 by 2, 4 by 5. Okay, now let's see here. See, 1 by 4, 5 by 2, 4 by 5, 7 by 2, 4 by 5. Now we have to see that if any numerator is divisible by denominator or not. So you can see here, this is 1/4 and this is also 1/4. I can easily divide this. 4 ones are 4 here and 4 ones are 4. Okay, the quotient let us write little below it so that it is easy for us to identify, okay, the numbers. So this and this can also be cancelled by, cancelled means divisible by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5. Now any other number? Yes. Now this is 2 and here 4. So 4 can be divisible by 2 easily. So over here 2 ones are 2 and here 2 fours are 2. 2 twos are 4. Okay. So when I divide this 4 by 2, so quotient comes 2. Alright. Now here we have 1, 2 and one more 2 here. So this is in the numerator side and this is in the denominator side. So I can easily cancel this 1 and 1. Okay. Any other number remaining? Can we cancel any other number? I don't think so. We cannot do that. Okay. So now we have simplified it. Now let us write all the numerators and all the denominators. So from this fraction we are getting 1 by 1. And this one again 1 by 1. From here 1 by 1. Then from here 7 by 1. From here 1 by 5. So ultimately if you multiply we are getting the fraction 7 by 5. Now since being an improper fraction, so we have to convert this into mixed fraction. So when we convert this into mixed fraction, we get 1 whole 2 by 5. This is your answer. Now how 1 whole 2 by 5 has come? You can see here. 7 divided by 5 1 times. 5 over here. Subtract 2 is the remainder. So 1 whole 2 by 5. Okay. So you can see this sum also how it is done. Alright. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now you will just watch this video carefully, and if you have any doubt you can text me in my personal blog, and please do all the sums which is given in the exercise 9C. There are near about 7 sums, out of which I have completed 3 to 4 sums. So you have to do the remaining sums. This sums also you have to copy down first as classwork, and rest you will be doing as homework. And after finishing that work, please send me your work for correction. You can send me in the Telegram. You can also send me through mail. Okay. So that's all in this video. Have a good day, and please practice these sums, because it is going to come for your exam. And division we will be learning in class 5. So thank you for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.